Hey everybody, Brian here from quantlabs.net. Alright, so I'm going to show you something that was so simple to set up using both Excel Office 2013 edition as well as Matlab 2014B. So we're going to show you some real world samples of the ability to use XLQ and stream from Yahoo any data that Yahoo will provide you and be able to stream it into your Matlab workspace, as you can see here. So in my case, I'm streaming this data, these trading pairs live, well not quite live, but it's a snapshot every 10 seconds, and the ability to see it live in your workspace. So you could feed that into, in my case, hopefully my Simulink or whatever else. But this is how it works. Okay, so I'm going to include this in my blog. So there's a couple of steps here. First, we're going to do in Excel, we're going to record a macro. Okay, just follow this link. It'll show you how to do that. So you do all your usual Excel stuff. When you record the macro, you press stop and you get VBA code. Simple as that. What you also have to do, and I mentioned this before, is I got to automate this still, but you can automate it. You need to start your Matlab session from within your Excel. So you need your Excel to call the Matlab to have this to work. From there, you need to have your script, your VBA, Visual Basic, basically, within your Excel, be able to call Excel, or have Excel call the Matlab by pushing data from the Excel worksheet into your workspace in Matlab via VBA code. I'm going to show you that. This is what the code looks like. So this is the code. I'll show you that in a second. So let me hop into Excel here. Now, as I said, you got to record your. Okay, this is the sample worksheet that you get with Excel XLQ. Okay, so in my case, I'm in the currency, so I could pretty well send over whatever I want, any of these worksheets that are from within my XLQ. Okay, but in this case, we're doing currency. Okay, and it's this data range that we're working with. Okay, so what I did was, I'm not an Excel expert, but if you come under developer and record and do your usual Mac stuff or Excel stuff, it'll record all your VBA for you and create it. That's pretty cool. So when you come under macros, or in my case, the VBA, where's my developer? Go under Visual Basic. Very simple stuff. You don't have to be an expert programmer to do this. Essentially, this is what you need to create. These lines get created by that recording process, or actually this one. Maybe no, this one. So I did some stuff. I navigated to the worksheet that was called currency. I highlighted and created a range of this, which I just showed you, which is this guy right here, right? Pretty simple stuff. And then you add in, now this is the Matlab put matrix. So what it's doing is it's calling my add-in. So obviously you have to make sure you install your add-in for Matlab. Where is it? Oh no, that doesn't help. I'll stay in Matlab. So under, oops, home here, you'll get your Matlab. So you got to start, as I said, you got to start your Matlab. You can automate that, and then you can you can send data to Matlab from your Excel. Pretty cool. So this is now live data from Yahoo. I can feed in IK feed if I have the subscription, interactive brokers, all within this interface using XLQ. Now, also they support, I think, Thinkorswim, and they also support interactive interactive brokers, but the best one I find is IQV. Just a lot more information, but I've done enough videos on XLQ. So you gotta make sure you install your XLA, which is your add-in for Matlab, and I show another video how to do that. All right, so going back to our VBA, Visual Basic. So that's what we do. So basically, we're taking the highlighted range of this and pushing it into a workspace array called A. That's in our Matlab workspace. So here's A, right? That's exactly from within Excel. Pretty cool. And that's every 10 seconds it's doing that. So I'll show you that VBA code. So we push the data into Matlab, and this is the reference to understand that. And then we need to refresh the worksheet so we get the latest data from Yahoo. So that's what this is doing. And we set up a scheduler right here. This is important. So we set up a scheduler from now every, as you can see, 10 seconds. Now I keep saying, when you're sending out requests to Yahoo, you have to be very, very careful on how much requests you send out, because at some point Yahoo will cut you off. So I'd probably even throttle it back to maybe every 30 seconds or every minute, and then get your data. And also we need to call the Matlab Macro, which is basically itself. So we set that up, wait 10 seconds, do this, refresh, and then go sleep for 10 seconds, and then wake up and do the same process over and over again. So we have to automate the initial start of Matlab to set up the session with Matlab. That can be done easily. And that's pretty simple. You don't have to be a fancy schmancy programmer to do that. So let's take a look at what's happening here in the data. So as you can see, here's the data, 1.0832. Let's see if it gets refreshed. If we wait 10 seconds, this should update the workspace, okay, with all this data. That's pretty cool, okay? And it does work. There you go, it just changed the South American Rand, the British pounds, so that did get changed, this get changed as well. So it's working within the workspace, and from there I can do whatever I want for an algorithm or whatever. But let me show you further if you're new to XLQ. Now XLQ is really cool, okay? You can do things like your technical trading market overview. Oh, sorry. So here you could do all kinds of crazy stuff. Oh, so yeah, maybe I gotta terminate the. Let me just terminate the that macro or whatever. Stop. Okay, let me go back to where I was. Intraday. Okay, so here's another cool thing. I thought I terminated it. Developer macro, Visual Basic, terminate. Got it reset? Nope. Pause. Maybe that might work. Okay, I want to do that. Yes, we know that. Thank you. Okay, hopefully I'm not an expert here in Excel, but I'm quickly learning. It's not that difficult actually. So hopefully this will intraday. Okay, this is where I was. Okay, so in my case, if the markets were open, I could stream all this data and have like a little row set of Intel. I could do the same thing with Microsoft or whatever I have access to through my data source of Yahoo. Okay. So There's some pretty powerful stuff when you use this methodology to stream data or actually work with data within from XLQ. So you could have, you see all the different data sources of Google, Yahoo, any classic technical trading, MACD, EMA, volume, high-low, all that is available in XLQ. And if you have access to IQ feed, it gets even better. There's just so much info here. You know, you can get implied volatility right from IQ feed, but you can see the power of this. Let's see if rate of return. You just get so much information. But you go to the XLQ site, Qmatics. If you want to track market overview by sector, you get that. You can stream in. You can stream that all this information into your workspace in Matlab, and do whatever you want with it to your heart's content within Matlab. Stock overview, boom, 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 right? Are you watching your portfolios? And when you make trades, you can watch them through here. Intraday, I mentioned that. It just goes on and on and on. Very powerful tool. So you can stream it. Yeah, it gets pretty crazy. Charts and more, on and on it goes. Okay, but we're just focusing on this little block right here of our currency, because the market's open after hours, because that's forex currency. But this is very cool. So what I'll do is, in my blog, I'll include the VBA. I'll include all the steps that I've gone through in this video. I'm hoping this helps anybody out that wants to cheaply stream data into something like Matlab, and also control the scheduling, as I said, through right here on the parameters. So you could set that up every second, every 10 seconds, whatever. But again, caveats, but this is a very simple way of doing it into your Matlab workspace. Okay, so there you go. Happy days are here. So you can do it via C# I've shown in my cardstock. That modified app I put up a few weeks ago, as well as this new ability from XLQ, from Excel into Matlab. And as I said, this is a very, very powerful combination between Matlab and Excel. And on top of that, throw on XLQ. All right, hopefully I'll help you out. Talk to you later.